Guys, Crimson Vow is here. Octagon decided to surprise us and release the card set a few days before anybody was expecting, and just like a day after they gave us spoilers. So, barely had time to digest them. I haven't even really looked at the cards that much. I did watch Master's review of the masterpieces and mythics, but I don't even know if it's really going to be that useful for people to come out with any more previews because we can just view them all ourselves now. So I have enough gold for 5 premium packs, so I'm really excited to see what I get, and I will do this in real time. First view at any new cards I get. So let's do it. Purchase a booster pack. Come on. Valorous Stance. Oh yeah, I think that was a good card that I noticed. Nah. Ooh, a mythic. Third card out of the gate. Cemetery Gatekeeper. We'll look at it later. Welcoming Vampire. Gift of Fangs. Really cool artwork on that one. Oh, a rare. When I cast a creature card, create a human token. Okay. Skull Skin. Wedding Announcement. Soul Cipher board. I think I remember looking at that a little bit. It might be interesting. We'll look at these cards a little later. Uh, eh. Spiked Ripsaw. I remember that being okay. Another rare. Good. Doesn't seem great. Circle of Confinement. Really like that. White removal. Cool. Alright, what's our rare? When I cast a spell or support card, this creature gets +1/+1. Oh, and it's got haste. I like that. That will go in, our wizard class red blue spell slinger decks. Alright, see, let's what we really want to see here. When this creature enters the battlefield, pick up to 4 of the first 4 cards in your opponent's graveyard, exile those cards. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, deal X damage to your opponent's planeswalker. X is the number of cards in your opponent's exile. Okay. Tibalt gets a friend. This didn't look great. I don't really care about getting flying or not most of the time. Not really worth it. I mean, it does have, the training and stuff, which is okay. Coven training as well. There could be something there with that card. And then this one, white removal. Blood token. Imminent death. Why would I want imminent death? Target opposing creature gets -6/-6. Kind of whatever. Creature gets +3/+3, which is pretty good. And you may destroy 3 green gems. That could be good. We'll have to see. Convert 3 gems to green. Beginning of my turn. I kind of like that. Human Wizard. Extra card draw for red. Kind of into that. Okay. Destroy the first opposing creature with the greatest toughness if their opponent controls toughness 3 or more. That's pretty good. Otherwise, target creature you control gains vigilance and prevent damage until... That's pretty good. I like that. I'm going to use that card. Split, create a zombie token. I don't quite understand exploit just yet, so I'm going to ignore that. That's whatever. Let's see. Pick one of the first 4 cards in your library, move that card to your graveyard. When a creature card enters the graveyard from anywhere, decrease this card's level by 1. When this card's level becomes 1, what is this? Spirit with flying and defender. It's fine. I don't think blue needs a lot of card draw, so that seems like a lot for... And then blue bounce, a new blue bounce spell. For 8 though, that's kind of not great. Wedding announcement, I think that kind of sucked. The rest of these, I don't think I'm crazy about. Okay, let's just move on. Okay, Olivia's Attendance, a rare. Okay. Strike. Wow. Duplicate Mythic already. Okay. Well, I will appreciate those orbs. I like the art on that one. So what we got? Creepy Puppeteer. Okay. Let's see what we got out of here of the rares. If there are any notable other cards. When this card deals damage to any opposing target, create X blood tokens. X is the damage dealt that way. Activate 3 red, deal damage to any target. Okay, well, blood tokens, that will put down a 6 a blood token with 6 shields, right? And activate 3 red, deal 1 damage to any target. That's actually pretty good for blood tokens. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 2 or more creature cards, your first other creature gains haste. Then target creature's base power and toughness become 4/3 until end of turn. That could maybe be good in a token deck. Lantern of the Lost. Exile one of your target graveyard cards. Exile all cards from graveyards and draw a card. I don't know. I'll have to play with the set more to understand if that's any good. When this creature enters the battlefield or transforms, the first card in your hand gains 4 mana. That's alright. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may discard the last card in your hand. Deal X damage to your opponent's Planeswalker, X's number, wolf, and werewolf creatures you control. You can maybe do decent damage with that. Deal 2 damage. Seems cool. Edgar's Awakening. Pick one of the first 2 creature cards from a graveyard and move that card into play under your control. I like being able to pick which creature I get. And when this card is discarded, pick one of the first 4 creature cards from your graveyard, fetch that card, you lose 3 life. Okay, not bad. Super creepy artwork. I don't know if the card is very good. When this creature enters the battlefield, gain X life. X is Gray's toughness among creatures you control. That could be good. But as long as Inscription of Abundance isn't standard, I probably won't use that. Are any of these spells any good? Choose an opposing creature. Defense. I mean, I don't really care about the damage dealt, but picking one of the first 2 creature cards from your library can be okay. I don't know. Probably not worth using. Destroy an opposing artifact. Wish it would just be destroy an opposing support. Although, no, because there's a lot of artifact and enchantment support tokens out now, so maybe it'll be useful. I'm not sure. With Fracture around, I don't know. Wolf Strike, deal. Okay, so this is kind of like a ram through, a more expensive ram through, but not bad. Cradle of Safety. gains hexproof. Mm, sounds good in theory, but I found that using hexproof to using a spell to create hexproof for a limited amount of time doesn't really do a whole lot most of the time, so I don't recommend using that card. How good is this Innistrad Boar? It's just the 3/1. Eh, it's fine if you're a beginner player. That's a pretty good card. An exploit. What is exploit again? Okay, if you replace this creature with another creature with this one, perform the associated exploit effect. Okay, well that's kind of cool that they're making things happen when you replace a creature, because that's always something about this game, having such limited creature slots. Having um, some extra effect when you do that is actually kind of cool. All right, third premium pack. Still getting a decent amount of new commons and uncommons, so Hamlet Vanguard, okay, another rare. Parasitic Grasp. Okay, well, duplicate rare already. Not my favorite. Okay, War, drain 2 mana from hand. This creature enters the battlefield, gets +X +X. X is 2 times the number of non-token human creatures. Non-token? So it can only get, well, I guess if you have 2 creatures. So at most it comes in as a 5/5, right? It's kind of lame. I just love the art in this card. Draw a card, gains 3 mana. Okay. When you make a blue match by swap for the first time during your turn, if this card is in your graveyard, cast a card named Cat-like Curiosity and then exile this card. What does this do? Target creature gains flying and enchanted. That's not bad, but it's a creature, so I don't know if you'd want to waste a creature slot on that. Renewal 3, create a blood token. If you do, transform this card. Renewal 3, create a blood token. Not great. Parasitic Graph, you gain life deal. That kind of sucks. Magma Pummeler. Okay. I remember seeing this one. It looked interesting. When this creature enters the battlefield, this creature gets +X +X. X is this card's stored mana. So you can. Whoa. So if you put in 16 mana into this guy, you get a 16/16 creature or 15/15 creature? 16/16, yeah. When this creature is dealt damage, this creature gets -Y/-Y. Y is the total amount of damage dealt to this creature. Deal that much damage to a random opposing target. Ah, there's something there. I'm definitely going to play with that card and see what I can do with it. When your creature could use it. That might be okay. Until end of turn. That's crap. Okay. Meh. Blood Crazed Socialite. If you do, this creature +2/+2. Yeah, it's fine. Deal 4 damage to target creature. This creature is toughness some. Create 2 blood tokens. Meh. Okay. 2 more packs to go. I guess the more I do this, the less cards I'll have to really sift through and read. Okay, cool. One of those new rare lands. I'm happy about that. Okay, let's see what we got here. Stormcarved Coast. The blue or red one. Okay, I wanted the blue or red one. That will definitely come in handy in a lot of my decks that are focused on using these lands for filling up my card hand with mana. So good. That's a good one. When I gain life, this creature gets +1/+1, increases card's level by 1. This card's level becomes 5, this creature becomes flying. From what I've been able to do with that one guy, the corrupted bishop Mythic, uh, gaining life to increasing level by gaining life is a little slow right now in standard. So I don't know if it's really worth building around, just trying to get this card's level up. But if you want to see what you can do with it, um, go for it. But I don't know. It's still a 2/2 for 12, which is not great, and it doesn't really buff itself. If it buffed while your level was increased, then it might be worth it. But I don't think it's very good. Creature control dies. Renewal 3. Transform this card. Oops. Oh well. One last premium pack. Normally, I don't buy 5 premium packs. I usually go with 4 because diminishing returns on the commons and uncommons. But I had the extra um, crystals to spare, so I thought I would give it one more shot. But so far, this hasn't been great. Okay, got another one of those lands, I think, which I'm happy about. Well, darn Bloodcasting. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, this is not. Okay, this is one of those. Convert 2 gems to loyalty gems. Create a blood token. When it supports gem, you may lose 3 life. That's not great. Okay, let's see this one. This or another creature controlled dies. Create a blood token. When you create a blood token, when a blood you control gains shield. Transform this card. If you do, create a bat token. Really? Oh. Don't like it. Wash away. Drain 9 mana from first card in your opponent's hand. Cleave. Drain 12 mana from your opponent's hand, and if your card had its mana become 0, this way your opponent discards a card. Okay, so for 9 mana, let's say, because the cleave is 3, you can drain a card, or you can make it discard. I want to try this in a wizard class deck and see if it works okay. Because a lot of these, the amount of time you spend trying to drain mana from an opponent's hand can be way better spent powering up your own cards. So I doubt this card is good, but maybe it's good when you don't have to pay that much, when you get a lot of free mana. I don't think that's good. Wretched Throng. It's kind of one of those like blue recurring cards. It's fine. Ceremonial Knife. When you first Okay, so it's an easy way to create a blood token. And it's colorless, so okay. Nah. When you cast a support card, not when you. I mean, that would be cool if any enchantment support card, like if it just was on the board, but otherwise it's fine. Serpentine Ambush. Target creature's base power and toughness becomes 5/5 until end of turn. It gains a serpent subtype until end of turn. Well, that could be pretty good with the tokens. It's kind of a mini Tanazir there. So, yeah, that might be worth playing around with if you don't have Tanazir and you still like to make big token stacks. Throw it in a Tainted Adversary deck. There you go. That's whatever. Wedding Invitation. Lifelink. That's fine. Radiant Grace. Transform this card. When your opponent casts a creature card, disable until the beginning. Okay. I like this flip side because it's kind of like having a what's that one? Consulate. Um the one that when a card hits the board it's disabled. So you do have to jump through hoops. You have to kill your creature or if it dies to transform it, which probably means I won't be using it very often, but I like that they haven't forgotten that effect. Okay, so I also have 400 jewels, so let's try and find a masterpiece or a good mythic. So what do we got in this set? Curse of Oblivion, Olivia, Somberwald Sage, Soul Herder. Ooh, I want that one. Cemetery Protector is decent. Cemetery Prowler and Fear of Death. All right. Cemetery Protector. Okay. When this creature enters the battlefield, pick up to 4 of the first cards from your opponent's graveyard. Exile those cards. When you cast a card, create X white human tokens. X is the number of cards in your opponent's exile. So whenever I cast a card, I get to create X white human tokens? Kaya, here we come. That could be pretty good. Okay. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how good I can make that. All right. All right. Well, there was my pack opening experience. Hope you guys have good luck. Hope yours. Hope you have even better luck than I did. I feel like I was kind of middle of the road in my luck here. Got some definitely interesting cards, but would have liked a few more good rares. But all right. Well, we'll just figure out what to do with those cards now. Time to go fight. All right.